This is not just another battery update. This is the moment the future officially breaks away from the past. For decades, lithium has quietly dominated the world, powering your phones, cars, and even your homes. But beneath that dominance, a growing list of serious problems has been building: soaring costs, fire hazards, and a suffocating dependence on global supply chains. Now, from one of Tesla's most secretive laboratories, a new technology has emerged that could destroy that empire forever. A new kind of battery built not from scarcity, but from abundance. Not from fragility, but from strength. And it does not simply compete with lithium. It crushes lithium. Is this the end of the lithium era, or just the beginning of something even bigger? Let's find out. How will Tesla's aluminum-ion battery end the lithium era this time? Tesla's aluminum-ion battery is not simply an alternative to lithium. It represents a complete demolition of the old system. At the heart of this transformation is one very simple fact. Aluminum ions carry 3 positive charges, while lithium ions carry only 1. That means aluminum can transport 3 times as much energy per ion, immediately improving energy density without requiring exotic materials or complicated engineering tricks. But the real blow to lithium comes from safety. Lithium batteries are notorious for forming dendrites, microscopic metal spikes that can pierce the separator inside a battery and cause fires or explosions. Aluminum-ion batteries do not form these dendrites at all. They remain stable at temperatures ranging from 40 degrees to 85 degrees, far beyond the limits lithium batteries can safely tolerate. That means no more thermal runaway, no more battery fires, and no need for expensive cooling systems. Then there is the supply issue. Lithium is a scarce resource, with most reserves concentrated in only a handful of countries. Aluminum, on the other hand, is the most abundant metal in the Earth's crust. It can be found almost everywhere and is easier to refine. This technology also requires no cobalt, eliminating one of the electric vehicle industry's biggest ethical concerns. In terms of chemistry, safety, and supply, aluminum does not merely improve upon lithium's weaknesses. It makes lithium obsolete. Why are aluminum ions 10 times better than lithium? Aluminum-ion technology does not simply outperform lithium. It breaks through every limitation lithium batteries have ever imposed. First, there is energy density. Lithium batteries usually reach a limit of around 250 watt-hours per kilogram. Tesla's aluminum-ion battery, by comparison, could exceed 5,000 watt-hours per kilogram. This is not a minor improvement. It is a complete transformation. A Tesla Model 2 could increase its driving range from 330 miles to more than 3,000 miles on a single charge. Next comes lifespan. Lithium batteries usually begin degrading after around 2,000 charging cycles, which translates to only a few years of daily use. Aluminum-ion batteries could operate for more than 50,000 cycles, enough to last for over 70 years. This becomes possible because of the electrode's self-healing capabilities. The microscopic cracks that normally destroy lithium batteries can automatically repair themselves inside an aluminum battery, allowing it to remain durable for decades. When it comes to charging speed, lithium batteries often need close to an hour to reach 80% capacity. Aluminum-ion batteries, however, could reach 100% in just 10 minutes without overheating. That is because aluminum ions move 3 times faster and do not struggle with the same heat buildup. In terms of safety, aluminum batteries are almost impossible to explode or catch fire. They are non-toxic and extremely chemically stable. Lithium batteries have been linked to thousands of electric vehicle fires. Aluminum makes that danger disappear. In every category, from energy and charging speed to safety and lifespan, aluminum-ion technology does not compete with lithium. It completely replaces it. How incredible are the exclusive features aluminum-ion batteries could unlock? Aluminum-ion technology does not merely deliver better performance than lithium. It turns capabilities once considered science fiction into reality. The first is the self-healing electrode system. Tiny cracks that would normally destroy a lithium battery over time can be repaired within seconds inside an aluminum battery. Studies have shown that this process can restore 99.7% of the battery's original structure. In some cases, performance may even exceed 100% because the ion pathways become more efficient. In other words, the battery does not simply recover, it may actually become stronger. Then comes the revolution in energy storage capacity. A Tesla equipped with an aluminum-ion battery could store as much as 2,000 kilowatt-hours, enough to power several homes or an entire construction site. It would no longer be just a battery for a car, it would become a mobile power plant. Tesla's survival mode could intelligently distribute energy during blackouts or emergencies, keeping essential equipment running for weeks. Perhaps the most astonishing feature is deep sleep mode. Unlike lithium batteries, which usually degrade during long periods of storage, an aluminum-ion battery could enter a stable, crystal-like state. It would lose almost no capacity even after 10 years. Once reactivated, the battery would need only 30 seconds to return to full operating performance. These are not small improvements, they represent entirely new categories of capability. And they prove that aluminum-ion technology is not simply a better battery, it represents a completely different era of energy technology. Before we continue, as always, remember to hit the like button below. It helps our video reach more people. Thank you. How will aluminum-ion batteries finally make electric vehicles affordable for everyone? This is where aluminum-ion technology does not simply change batteries. It transforms the entire economic equation of transportation. Lithium made electric vehicles expensive, fragile, and suitable only for a limited group of buyers. Aluminum completely changes that equation. It is the third most abundant element on Earth, and that abundance brings stability. A 50 kilowatt-hour battery pack that once cost as much as $7,500 when made with lithium could now be produced for only $2,000 to $4,000 using aluminum-ion technology. That change alone could reduce the total price of an electric vehicle by as much as 20%. Recyclability provides another major advantage. While lithium batteries lose performance every time they are recycled, aluminum-ion batteries could retain as much as 95% of their performance even after multiple processing cycles. This reduces long-term production costs while limiting waste. Tesla understands exactly what this change means. The upcoming Model 2, rumored to have a starting price below $15,759, is the company's answer to its ambition of dominating the mass market. The car would not only be cheaper, it could also outperform every competitor in its class, offering more than 400 miles of range and a full charge in less than 15 minutes. Most importantly, it could last an entire human lifetime. An aluminum-ion battery could remain operational for 70 years. No replacement, no fire risk, and no compromises. This is not simply greater affordability. It is freedom from every barrier that has held electric vehicles back. Why is 2026 considered the beginning of a new battery era? In 2022, Elon Musk declared that everything would explode the following year. That moment has now arrived. And what we are witnessing is not simply an upgrade, it is a turning point. After nearly 7 years of quiet development inside Tesla's Nevada laboratory, the aluminum-ion battery is finally ready for commercial-scale production. This is not speculation, it is real. Tesla has quietly started manufacturing, and insider sources suggest that we may be only a few months away from a full announcement, possibly at Tesla's rumored Battery Day event in September 2026. What makes this timing so important is everything happening around it. The lithium supply chain is cracking under pressure. Prices are fluctuating wildly. Governments are rushing to tighten mining regulations. Meanwhile, consumers are becoming increasingly tired of electric vehicles that cost more than the money they save, take too long to charge, and come with a long list of hidden risks. Aluminum-ion technology eliminates all of those problems. It is arriving at exactly the moment the world needs it most. If Tesla announces a fully deployable aluminum-ion battery in September, 2027 could become the first year electric vehicles truly enter the mass market. Not because of government subsidies or exaggerated marketing claims, but because they finally make sense. This is not the future slowly approaching. This is a new era slamming the door on the past. Why does the end of lithium mean far more than the arrival of a better battery? This is not simply a story about aluminum replacing lithium. It represents a change in the way humanity thinks about energy, technology, and independence. Lithium's dominance brought tremendous progress, but it also came with an enormous price: environmental damage, geopolitical tension, and limited accessibility. Aluminum-ion technology rewrites all of those rules. Energy suddenly no longer needs to be scarce or dangerous. It becomes stable, safe, and available almost everywhere. Look beyond cars. A battery that can last 70 years, fully charge in 10 minutes, and power a home for weeks would change everything. Remote villages could operate without being connected to a power grid. Disaster-stricken regions could recover more quickly. Entire industries could redesign the way they store and distribute energy. For consumers, the most expensive component of an electric vehicle, the battery, would become its most durable, affordable, and environmentally friendly part. Tesla is not simply creating a better product. The company is quietly dismantling the infrastructure built around lithium, cobalt, and fossil fuel. Billions of dollars invested in lithium mining, refining, and transportation could soon become worthless. Companies that fail to adapt will be left behind. The aluminum-ion battery is not merely a breakthrough. It is a reset button, a new foundational standard. And when history looks back, 2026 will not simply be remembered as the year another battery technology appeared. It will be remembered as the year energy was reinvented. What happens next, and who will be left behind? The race has already begun, but most of the world has not realized it yet. While other automakers are still fine-tuning lithium batteries and chasing small improvements, Tesla is preparing to make a massive leap with a battery technology capable of changing the entire game. Aluminum-ion technology is no longer a distant experiment. It is entering production, supported by an existing global supply chain and an aluminum industry infrastructure that has been built over decades. That means the technology could scale extremely quickly, far faster than lithium ever did. Companies that continue investing heavily in lithium technology are facing a dangerous future. They're building on ground that is about to collapse. As lithium prices swing wildly and supply chains become increasingly restricted, no one can guarantee that their batteries will remain affordable, much less competitive. Once Tesla's aluminum-ion batteries officially hit the road with lower prices, greater safety, and longer lifespans, the rest of the industry will not have years to respond. They may have only months. Consumers will change their expectations very quickly. Who would not want a battery that never needs to be replaced, never catches fire, and can fully charge in the time it takes to order a cup of coffee? This is not simply a new feature. It is an entirely new standard of expectation. The question is no longer whether aluminum-ion technology will dominate. The question is who is ready to embrace it and who is still betting on a past that has already ended. This is not the slow rise of a new battery. It is the sudden collapse of an old empire. Lithium had its era, but the cracks have become too deep, the risks too great, and the price too high. With Tesla's aluminum-ion breakthrough, we are not simply moving into a new chapter. We are closing the entire book on everything that came before. Safer, faster, cheaper, and more powerful, this battery changes the limits of what is possible for cars, homes, and the entire world. The transition has already begun, so ask yourself, will you stand on the sidelines and watch, or will you step directly into the future? The end of lithium is no longer approaching. It has already arrived.